Good day, everyone. Welcome to Real Conservative Headline News. I'm your host, Nathaniel Rajkumar. Minister of Education, Dr. Michael Dowlath, has commended Prime Minister Kamla Persad-Bissessar for launching the largest July-August school repair program in the country's history under her leadership. She's just carrying on the same tradition that she had back from 2010 to 2015. Where the UNC did exceptionally well building and repairing schools. He was speaking at the closing ceremony for the Java cricket program on Wednesday. He said, "That's why I want to congratulate our Prime Minister on her directive. Prime Minister, we have had the largest July-August school repair program in the history of Trinidad and Tobago. We started with 279 schools, and in addition, 169 emergency works. So Prime Minister, it came up to 395 projects over the July-August vacation period. People, that is what we call performance. And that was something that was almost non-existent for the past 10 years.
Minister of Education Dr. Michael Dowlath has commended Prime Minister Kamla Persad-Bissessar for hosting the largest July-August school repair program in the country's history under her leadership. He was speaking at the closing ceremony for the Java cricket program on Wednesday.
And so I want to congratulate our Prime Minister on her directive. Prime Minister, we have had the largest July-August school repair program in the history of Trinidad and Tobago. We started with 279 schools, and in addition, 169 emergency works. So, Prime Minister, it came up to 395 projects over the July-August.
Dr. Dowlath also reassured that students can look forward to receiving their laptops in the new school term.
And I want to say that beginning at the end of September, the first phase of the rollout of 18,000 laptops for our new Form 1 students will begin.
You won't be disappointed with this one. Look and feel great every day. Painless trimming with no pulling of hair guaranteed. Comfortable to hold and lightweight. Intelligent anti-pinch system. Safety travel lock. Accurate and painless trimming. Durability 100% quality. Fast charging. To place an order, call or WhatsApp 868-762-6589. The Ministry of Trade, Investment and Tourism remains committed to building a dynamic, diversified, non-energy sector for Trinidad and Tobago. Of course, we need to diversify. We need to understand, though, that the energy industry will remain the backbone of our economy for a long time to come. In keeping with this mandate, Dr. Colin Neil Gosine, MP Parliamentary Secretary in the Ministry, joined stakeholders at the official opening of DHL's new logistics facility in Barataria, an important private sector investment that strengthens Trinidad and Tobago's logistics and shipping capacity, creating new opportunities for growth, efficiency, and international connectivity. 3 young visionaries captured the spotlight at the 2025 Enrique Garcia Leadership Award. Standing among 6 finalists from across Latin America and the Caribbean, 2 young entrepreneurs from the Caribbean, Kerry-Ann Bovell and Barbados, and Nicholas Key of Jamaica earned special mention for their innovative, socially driven ventures that are making a difference in their communities. And that's what we need to continue to do. Encourage the youth and empower the youth to follow a positive pathway in life. Education Minister Dr. Michael Daulat says Form 1 students will receive, speaking about empowerment, will receive their government-issued laptops at the end of September. Please, people, understand, once again, the Kamla Persad administration came into office during a time when it was nearing the end. It was like almost the last quarter of the financial fiscal year under the PNM, the former government, the PNM administration. And therefore, they have had to been trying their best to balance whatever is the remaining revenue in a way that is still effective to an extent. And therefore, this is why certain things will seem as though it's taken a little longer than it should, but we have to bear with them. We have to be understanding as well. The new fiscal budget will be somewhere in September, October, and that is when we shall really start to begin to see a lot of the promises during the campaign being fulfilled. Back to what I was saying there. Well, back actually to what the minister was saying. He said, speaking with Guardian Media last evening, Daulat said distribution will commence on a phased basis from the end of September, with all incoming secondary school students scheduled to receive a laptop. The Education Minister said that this structured rollout will ensure proper logging, accountability, and delivery directly through the schools. So no kind of proper transparency and accountability. Daulat added that approximately 18,000 laptops will be given out this academic year. So if your name isn't called in the first batch, people, please have patience once again. 18,000 laptops are there and waiting to be distributed. They just want to make sure that they do it the right way. And once again, in an accountable and a transparent manner. He also stressed that an important feature of the laptops will be their user-friendly interface for the differently abled. He said, importantly, the initiative also makes provision for students with special needs, ensuring they too are equipped with appropriate devices to support their learning. Sounds very much like the Irfan Ali administration in Guyana. August sale, 25% off. No more overheating phones. Cool your phones in seconds. Prevents damage to phones and battery issues. Better gaming experience and streaming. USB powered and fast charging. Lightweight and quiet. Ideal for kids and adults. Works with all smartphones. Makes a great gift. Enjoy free island-wide delivery. Call or WhatsApp 868-762-6589. Minister of Sport and Youth Affairs, the Honorable Philip Watts, in collaboration with the Sport Company of Trinidad and Tobago, hosted the closing of the Java 2025 cricket program on Tuesday, 26th of August at Tudds Road. The minister expressed his delight in engaging with the young cricketers, commending their passion, discipline, and commitment to the game, while highlighting the importance of grassroots development in shaping the future of cricket in Trinidad and Tobago. And therefore, I will add once again, going to need a lot of investment, state-funded investment, to empower these youths to be able to develop their skills in cricketing and other types of sports. The Minister of Finance, Devanjana Tanku, presented instruments of appointment to new members of the Board of Directors for the First Citizens Holdings Limited earlier today, Wednesday, August 27th, 2025. Prime Minister Kamla Persad Bissessar says her government is aiming to use sport as a catalyst for national development, community cohesion, and economic growth. And this is why I will continue to advocate for the expansion or more, the increasing of construction of community centers throughout our nation. Shouldn't just have one community center in a particular district, multiple, because everyone cannot participate in certain types of activities if there's just only a couple community centers, let's just say like in Sangre Grande, you may not be able to have it in every village, but you know, it must have it. It must be in a close proximity, and you must be able to ensure that you could service or serve all the various residents and the youths of those areas without having to turn away some because there's no more space and stuff like that. People investing in the youths will benefit Trinidad and Tobago in a positive way in so many different ways, certain ways that I can't really mention here on this particular platform. Kamla Persad-Bissessar went on to say, our aspiration is to create global champions in every sporting discipline through a carefully crafted program, which includes high-quality facilities, specialized experts, and a rigorous agenda of training and competition. We are trying to design a landscape to strive for excellence, celebrate the power and fellowship of teamwork, and foster national pride.
Prime Minister Kamla Persad-Bissessar says her government is aiming to use sport as a catalyst for national development, community cohesion, and economic growth. She was speaking at the closing ceremony for the Java cricket program at the Wilson Road Recreation Ground on Wednesday.
Our aspiration is to create global champions in every sporting discipline through a carefully crafted program which includes high-quality facilities, specialized experts, and a rigorous agenda of training and competition. We are trying to design a landscape to strive for excellence, celebrate the power and fellowship of teamwork, and foster national pride.
Addressing the participants of the program, Prime Minister Persad-Bissessar encouraged the young cricketers to be brave in the midst of adversities.
Fall is to be ashamed of, because when you fall, we get back in and we fight, and we continue to fight and keep hope going. So if you drop the ball, don't worry. Keep the hope and catch the next ball that comes your way. Or take that cricket bat and hit it far out beyond the boundaries.
Workers in the Trinidad and Tobago energy sector can look forward to more stable employment opportunities as the government plans to double the number of permanent jobs in the industry. This from Minister in the Ministry of Energy and Energy Industries, Ernesto Quisa, at the signing of a Memorandum of Understanding and MOU between the NESC Technical Institute and Caribbean Well Service Company Limited on Wednesday. And of course, we wait patiently to hear when and how long it's going to take to reopen the actual backbone, the spine of our country, Petrotrin. Some news from Guyana. Before and after Regional Division 6 Police Headquarters. There's a photo, and the photo will be part of my intro for this particular news report. The Regional Division 6 Headquarters has been reconstructed at a cost of Guyanese $228.1 million, transforming it into a state-of-the-art facility designed to boost policing operations and improve public service delivery. Key highlights: upgraded workspaces and modern IT systems, better accommodations for the police officers themselves, enhanced capacity to serve the people of Region 6. When I saw the picture of the building, definitely it's top class. Commissioned by Minister Robeson Ben, this facility forms part of the government's broader Safe City to Safe Country project, ensuring stronger security and smarter policing for all Guyanese. The US $20 million courtyard by Marriott Hotel at the Timehry East Bank Demerara, located near the Cheddi Jagan International Airport, was opened yesterday. The 6-story facility features 150 rooms, including 5 executive suites, and offers the world-class amenities of the internationally renowned Marriott brand. I keep saying this over and over again. See, when companies, large companies, and even countries, leaders of particular countries, become interested in investing into a country, into a third world country, that's an extremely good sign, people. And that's exactly what is happening in Guyana right now. Guyana is rapidly developing, sometimes even at an exponential rate. And this is why so many different large and well-known companies and businesses, organizations have decided to invest in that country. And hopefully, that is what is going to take place here in Trinidad and Tobago in a short space of time. Hopefully, probably by even next year, God's willing. 25 men and women graduated from City and Giles Masonry training. Guyanese passionate about early child care development have now been given the training as well as the capital to pursue ventures of their own through the Ministry of Service and Social Security. And this is what I like and what I appreciate in what I'm seeing taking place in Guyana. The training is one part of it, and that's important. But it's the empowerment part that is necessary as well. And the only way to empower these individuals to be able to accomplish their goals is if you give them a certain amount of funding to start off with. So once again, you must give the Irfaan Ali administration credit for serving all their people of Guyana and equally. On Tuesday, the ministry announced that $100,000 cash grants will soon be distributed to each of the 50 graduates of its Early Childhood Development ECD Level 3 program. Wonderful news again from Guyana. Now for some news from Jamaica. The Rural Agricultural Development Authority has reported a positive response from cocoa farmers across Jamaica to newly introduced techniques aimed at combating the frosty pot rod disease. These techniques, which include top grafting and basal grafting, have proven instrumental in enhancing the resilience of cocoa fields against that disease or those diseases. I know Trinidad and Tobago was quite known years ago, probably before I was born in the 80s, for the cultivation of cocoa and coffee. So maybe if those were probably some of the problems that farmers face here in Trinidad and Tobago, now they could use those same types of techniques in order to be able to eradicate that issue here in Trinidad and Tobago as well. Some international travel, interesting facts, news. The Greek islands may be busier, but the vineyards of the Peloponnese are equally stunning, both in terms of their natural beauty and the variety of grapes that can be grown here. And I so love grapes. I'm telling you, it's just expensive, but I love grapes. Ancient ruins, a thriving food scene, and numerous vineyards can all be found through this often overlooked peninsula that offers an authentic Greek experience without the crowds. Reunited, and it feels so good. Every year, band swallows fly over 6,000 miles after winter to reunite with their mates. Fewer than half sadly survived the journey, but they never stop searching for the one that they love. Folks, that brings us to the end of today's news headlines. Thanks again to everyone who continues to support my content. Please like, comment, share. That's what stimulates the algorithms. Stay blessed and stay safe. In Jesus' name.